Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. Quick show note! Gen Con starts in 2 days, and I will be live streaming from Gen Con, so no Kickstarter critique until hopefully next Monday if I'm not too swamped with work by then. But today, I'm very excited to be checking out wow, this fell all the way to 6th. That's surprising to me. The 6th most popular project on all of games right now. That is really surprising. That is Fool's Blade, a sword crafting, monster slaying card game. A fast-paced, comedically chaotic sword crafting, monster slaying, loot grabbing, friendship ruining, ... something game. And the reason why I was surprised that this was here at 6 was I was actually more surprised that Call of Duty is still sitting at 5th. I expect that one to catapult to number 1 at some point today. But this one, I'd love to know the player length, the time count, the age, and I believe the big thing is you're actually going to be physically making your own sword, which is really kind of cool. There's another game by Adam's Apple Games that did something similar to that. So it's not the first time I've seen that, but still a very cool concept. Looking at the main image, nothing here really leaps out to me. You can't really see the artwork. This looks more like the box than a sword. I guess there's some fancy dice here. But other than that, not particularly impressed with the main image. Now, the big drawing point here is the fact that this is a really popular webcomic, I do believe. They do webcomics. I don't know if I know their stuff. We'll find out as we go through here. But that explains why this has seen such a big boom in the first few days. So let's see if they can maintain it. As always, when we go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Wow, that was really cool. So we are making this sword by combining cards, and the cards look like they're dual use. Okay, cool.
Welcome to Fool's Blade! A fast-paced, comedically chaotic, sword-crafting, monster-slaying card game. Sabotage your friends, or lend them a helping hand as you battle dangerously dumb monsters in a quest for endless loot!
Choose your character. Are you a warlock, a sketchy salesman, a dumpster diver, or perhaps just a...
A guy with a gun?
Awesome. Asymmetric special abilities. I'm getting a little bit of the humor here.
Relax.
Good stuff.
Trade, steal, bully, and pick fights with your friends in the tavern by playing any number of friendship-altering tavern cards. Visit the Forge and craft over 30,000 different absurd sword combinations with varying effects, abilities, and elemental power.
So you're not physically crafting your own sword in this game, like Adam's, like what I was talking about, Adam's Apple game, but rather in the gameplay sense you are by putting together cards. Very cool.
Embark on quests to discover powerful spells to cast and gear to equip that will protect and empower you on your journey. But beware, you could stumble into a curse card that instantly changes your game plan for the worse, or possibly the better. And when you're confidently geared up, it's time to go monster hunting. Choose between 3 diversely difficult monster-filled decks and begin combat. Slay monsters to activate their win effect, but prepare yourself for mischievous sabotage. Your fellow adventurers could enhance a monster's abilities and force you to activate their lose effect. Defeat powerful monsters to draw those cards, powerful legendary weapon pieces, and luxurious trinkets. Ugh. And now, finally, return back to the tavern with your trove of treasures and trophies, or with bitter hatred towards your friends, and do it all over again in Fool's Blade! Back now on Kickstarter.
Personal touch?
I am so excited to get this in front of your eyes and, more importantly, in your hands to actually play. Fool's Blade is my favorite thing I have ever created. I've made animations and collectibles and a lot of stuff that I'm super proud of, but Fool's Blade is something really special to me. If you guys don't know already, I'm really obsessed with RPGs and fantasy stuff and dragons and questing and tabletop games and card games and traditional, D&D, and all of these things are my favorite thing in the world, and be able to squish them down to something that me and my friends have created and love is something really special. That's something that I never thought I'd really get to do, and now we're here, and the game's ready, and it's oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, I also forgot to mention, the game comes in this really cool custom sword-shaped box that you unsheath to, well, maybe I shouldn't do that motion on Kickstarter, but you unsheath to find the cards and dice, and I think that is so special. I tried to make every single ounce of this thing, from receiving it and seeing it and having it on a shelf to actually playing it, just filled with fun. And
Okay, so we got a personal touch here. Like the personal touch, I don't particularly know this person, so I'm not like rooting for them. But if you know this person, you're rooting for them. I think this is a really good video to get your backers behind you and want to support you. They clearly you are leaking enthusiasm for this project, which at the end of the day, that's always nice to see on a Kickstarter page.
I think we succeeded with that. I think the game that I created is really special. I think it's easy to enter. It's not this daunting game that's going to take 2 hours to learn. You can learn it super quick, but mastering it and getting really good at it takes some time. And there's
we're
some
dragging a bit
strategy
here.
there, and there's some skill involved. It's there's RNG, there's dice rolls because I love RNG. I love goofy dice and luck in games, but there's some real strategy and skill and learning the game, but it's so easy to pick up. I played this game with so many different groups and demographics and tried to figure out a fine balance, and I think we nailed that. It's something that's just so special and something that's so fun that I'm genuinely passionate about. This isn't something that I just threw to a team and was like, make me a game. I am a YouTuber, make me a game. I've had my hands and feet and head, I've had my whole body deep in this game, the development and in the art and in the balancing and in the card effects and in the package design and everything. This is
There's
me and my
a
friend,
lot of
Little
wasteland
Baby.
here, but
I'm
like
not
some
sure
really
how we
good
spawned
nuggets
this Little
mixed
Baby,
in.
but he showed up sometime, and I'm so
I like how he spotlighted a little bit the play testing and the balancing and all that sort of stuff. That was good. But this is definitely, I think,
something
going a
that
little long here.
I'm just really passionate about. I think I've said that 45 times, but I don't mind saying it a 46th time. This is my favorite thing ever.
Which, once again, I feel like you could definitely get away with if you are in his position, which is he's bringing his own pre-established audience to Kickstarter, as opposed to just, a random Kickstarter chum going through the top 10 games or whatever.
And I hope that you guys love it just as much as I do. Check it out on Kickstarter. If you support me, if you want to support me in any way, this is the way to do it. If you like my content, if you like what I do, or if you've never even freaking heard of me, hi Kickstarter and Board Game Geek people and everyone that's...
If you know we're Board Game Geek people, then put your game on Board Game Geek, okay? That does grind me a little bit, because this one's not on Board Game Geek yet. But if you know that we exist, acknowledge, get it on Board Game Geek. That's always a good idea.
Checking out this game
Always
that
a
has
good
no
idea.
who I am. Hi, my name's...
It just makes your game look a lot more reputable every time, just because there's an independent... Yeah.
Christian. Some people know me as Circle Tunes. Whatever. Who cares? Today, I'm the creator of Fool's Blade. That's what I care about. And this game, I care about so much. And I just really hope you guys love it. So check it out. Snag yourself a copy. Be well. Be safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.
Okay. So, and webcomic to board game creator is not that unheard of a leap. I've probably covered quite a few Kickstarters that have gone that exact route. The one that really comes to my mind is, say, like the Oatmeal, who now has like a whole line of games that are at Target, and that's like a big thing they do. So it just makes a lot of sense. Penny Arcade, same thing. They've done some board games. So yeah, very, it makes sense. So hey, my name is Christian. So after the video, do I want it? Yeah, it looks neat. Looks like a neat game. Looks like a neat little spin on Munchkin, potentially-esque. Like, that's the vibe it gave me. Nobody in the collaborators here. That concerns me a little bit on the customer service front. So, can you do it? I'm going to give you a pass on this one. Once again, this is this person's entire online reputation. If this thing bombed in their face, that'd be terrible. And so, yeah. Can you do it? I have no doubt in my mind that this person is going to want to push this over the finish line in the best possible looking way they could do it. Because at the end of the day, this is potentially a leg of their empire. If you really think about it like that, like if this game gets to be really big, this could be something that they do on a regular basis and just something that they start doing, which clearly they are passionate for. See the Oatmeal again. So what is that dang thing? Fool's Blade is a seriously fun, extremely chaotic multiplayer fantasy card game. So yeah, player link, time count, and age. We haven't mentioned that yet. That'd be super nice to mention. Collect loot from fallen enemies. What a fun 15 different classes. That's great stuff to mention. Got it. Stuff. Text. Here's the game. Choose your character. Hang out at the tavern. Relax, trade, steal, bully, and pick fights with your friends in the tavern. Visit the forge, craft over 30,000 different absurd swords. Go questing, discover powerful spells to cast and gear to equip. And then you slay monsters. Slay monsters activate their win effect, but prepare yourself for mischievous sabotage, loot, be a hero. Cool. Seems like a pretty simple game. Then we have a laid out game phase. This is nice. Not as nice as oh, that's not as nice as that. Oh, that's nice. Look at those. It's got a little spot for the cards to hold, a spot for the dice to hold. Ooh, that was nice. Definitely feels like some wasted space potentially here. Makes me wonder if maybe there's going to be some expansion content or something in there if this thing goes gangbusters. But anywho, $25. Wow. I would immediately lead with that. I would have that on the marquee. That is such a good price that I don't feel like most people are going to bat an eye on this, especially if there's a gameplay. So Kickstarter exclusive, $25 for the game. We're in. I'm in. Great. I'd love to know. It does. 235 cards, totally reasonable. So full game plus the expansion pack. Everything from tier 1 plus Screaming Forest 30-card mini expansion pack. Is this going to fit into the box is my first question that hopefully you will answer at some point. It seems like a no-brainer. It'd be nice if it was listed right here because that is the immediate question of I better be able to fit this into this box, or that's going to be really annoying. Also, I did get my Gen Con hotel room situation worked out, so awesome. Very fortunate on that. Full game plus expansion plus the signed special card one-on-one custom art drawing session with Circle Tunes. So great. Offering their expertise to diehard fans. I love this. This is a fantastic pledge level because once again, I imagine that one is going to be relatively popular with people taking it, especially at $100. That seems very reasonable. 25, 346. So great. The big one with the expansion pack is the most popular one, as they were hoping it would be at 1865. And then 20. So that right there, that's $2,000. Bada boom, gone. Awesome. Good. So this is them making cards. Stretch goals. Ooh, Kickstarter exclusive card will be holographic, whatever. 1,000 backers, 3 additional new class cards. That's hot. 1,500 backers, 5 additional new monster cards. Fantastic. 2,000 backers, all loot cards will be holographic for whatever. Fancy dice, got it. Which for this game, I get it. This is his baby. This is the game that he wants to put out and potentially have on the Target shelf. At Walmart, something like that. Which, once again, very realistic nowadays. If you've got the right people behind you, there's some games that I see on that come from Kickstarter. I'm like, how in the hell did you possibly get on the Walmart shelf? I don't understand it. And if you do understand it, then good for you. If you really want to dive into the game, check out the full digital beta manual here. Excellent. For more information, follow us on Twitter. Ew, you're sick. You're gross. Come on. No gameplay video. No previews, no quotes, no nothing, which it sucks. And I think it's unforgivable in a lot of instances, especially, but I will say it looks a little bit better because once again, you have your pedigree. I did this. I have a lot of people who follow me on the internet, trust me, I can do this sort of thing, but still, like, no gameplay. Come on. Slap down an iPhone, play a 2-player game for 40 minutes. Also the 2 to 4 player count. That's a really interesting player count to me. That's not the player count I was really expecting when I saw this game. But then again, maybe I just don't have a great grasp completely of the game because you don't have a gameplay video. Was there a rule booklet? There is a rule booklet. Yeah, I'll give this one a whirl right here. 14 pages. Okay, got some meat. So, gameplay setup, hopefully. Setup. Our components would be nice, but whatevs. Components would be great. So we got setup, gameplay. Where's the actual gameplay? This is an interesting looking rule. Oh, golly. Where's the actual, gameplay? It looks like, in the back of the rule booklet. Please don't make this thematic. Put something useful, especially if you don't have player aid cards. Come on. Okay. This thing looks, choose your character. Okay, so here's the turn structure. Time to head out, go questing. Okay. It looks decent. It doesn't look like one I'm going to love reading, but it doesn't look terrible. I would definitely put something on the back of that. I had to dig for the shipping price on this one, too. Oh, yeah. Good point. We were to the bottom, and I didn't even see the shipping. What the heck? It's just so duh that I just assumed that it's obviously here, and it's not, of course. Of course, I'm imagining they put it in the FAQ because a bunch of people said, hey, we'd like to know how much the shipping is. And they're like, really? You do? Well, yes, obviously we do. Yeah, so no gameplay, no shipping, the how to play would be spectacular, but that's a big ask. It's a digital manual we could check out. It's already on the page. Maybe that wasn't there before. If we crush all the stretch goals, are you going to add more? Absolutely. Cool. Is there a gameplay demo we could watch? Coming soon. Come on. You got to know that. Are the cards and stuff in the video the final product? Nope, the proxies. Yeah, okay, prototype. Whatever. Updates, 2,000 backers. I can't believe it. Holographic loot time. This is getting absurd. Let's see. So let's see the most popular and engaging stretch goal or comment or update. It is right here with 18 comments. So wait, there is no. Did they mention the shipping? Wait, yeah, wait. Yeah, wait. You said you had to dig for it, SC Online. Where did you dig? Where did you find it? Nope. Risk and challenges. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, like, come on. That's essential. Especially considering I imagine it's going to be less than 10 to 15. It's probably going to be like 10 to 15 bucks probably. You're going in be in and out here at 40 bucks, but it'd still be nice to know. Dare I say essential to know. 18. Let's check it out. I'm so excited that we finally hit this. God, we've got holographs, whatever. It's fancy dice. Can't wait to ruin my friend's day with some shiny cards. This is getting better and better by the second. You deserve it all, man. I'm very happy with the success. I'm glad that I could help. Let's go. So these are just people who are just like super excited for this person, and I get that. I get that completely. Those people also come into this not expecting the same amount of things that I feel like most people, if they're just shopping on Kickstarter, do. Because like if I go over to Call of Duty and there's no gameplay video, they're going to get flamed. They're going to get flamed. And you know how I know that? Because Mordred did it. The Simon project, the one that kind of just fizzled a little bit compared to a lot of Simon stuff. No gameplay day one. People were crushing them over it because, come on, you know you need to have this. Oh, so go back to this project and select a choice. Shipping is shown. Oh, so you have to look at it through here. Okay, so that is the only way to do it. Not a fan of that. But thank you for filling it in. So 37 bucks, or at least mention it. Shipping's mentioned over here, something like that. So 37 in and out the door. That's not bad. And then this one's probably going to be under 60, I imagine. Yeah, so 52 bucks. So they didn't mention if all those cards fit into the base thing, too. So hopefully that is a yes. Check out the comments. Get out of here. Yeah, it is kind of expensive for the price of the game. But once again, the price of the game is so good that I think it kind of balances out. You're still looking at a $37 game. So it's not terrible. And I think especially if you're a fan of this person, if you were a pre-existing fan, $37, very reasonable. And then when it bumps up to, what, 52 or something, I think most people are not going to bat an eye for that. I think it'd be funny if a new stretch goal was just adding a gun as a new weapon set. I'm very curious why the stretch goals are based on backer count and not funding. It's not a complaint because it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to do it that way, in case you're wondering, because you could go up to the company and say, hey, if we hit this, how much will it cost to add all these in? They're both ways, any manufacturer is going to acquiesce both. I will say going by specific backer count is a lot riskier, especially if you're asking for, like, say, 500 backers at a time. Because that's a lot of backers. That is a boatload of backers for most projects. I also want to comment ask the same thing that many of others have done previously regarding sleeve cards. It'd be really nice if the box could fit. Yeah, once again, that's just one of those things you need to know. And I'm glad someone's asking, and hopefully they answered. Can there be stored sleeves? If not, does the longevity of a curse decrease at the end of your turn? Do you plan to add any weapon bonuses? So this is why we need collaborators here. Like, even if it's someone you know, like a close personal friend, you're just like, hey, can you pop on here once a day? Just because, like, let's just pretend I'm your collaborator. Let's just start answering stuff. I'd be funny if a new stretch goal was adding a gun every new weapon set. Oh, that would be so awesome. Maybe we'll talk to the big dog about this. Love this project because they're planning to localize it. We're planning on reaching out to companies in the future to potentially do this sort of thing. That just means essentially bringing this game to different parts of the world. So having a company print this in Brazil, for instance, which obviously, since this is going to be, I imagine the webcomic is probably popular in a lot of different parts of the world, could potentially be something that's going to happen. But yeah, you could just have anyone in here answering anything, because right now it's just one person. And you obviously have a lot to do, especially with stretch goals and this, that, the other thing. Okay, boom, going big in Australia. Good for them. And look at that. That is an impressive number right there. Kudos right there. 700, half of the back, so 1/3 of the backers are new backers. That is incredible. And I know you're saying, how is that incredible? Think about that. Kickstarter has been around for over a decade, and you're still bringing in 750 new people that were like, all right, I'll sign up. I'll give them my website or give them my email address. That's great. That's a great number. That means that they are really bringing their fan base here, which explains why it's already pumped up to $120,000. And I imagine that was, most of it on the first day. So what do we got on the first day? 40K, 76? No. Great. That's great numbers. All right, so do I want it? Yeah, it looks like a fun enough game. The 2 to 4 players kind of kills it a little bit for me, but it still looks like an entertaining game, and I like I still have a soft spot in my heart for Munchkin. This looks like it has definitely a little bit more on there. So I'm in. Do I want it? Yes. Plus, he just seems passionate, enthusiastic about the game, and I love when I see people like that about their games. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Your first time designer of games and first time publisher and manufacturer, well, they're not going to physically manufacture, but you get what I'm saying. First time to do games. So there's a lot of mistakes that could be made, but at the end of the day, his reputation is on this game. There's a huge chunk of these people who are just diehard fans of him, who came specifically to Kickstarter for him, to support him, and he's going to make sure that this thing turns out as good as humanly possible. So yes, can you do it? I feel comfortable there. And then how much is it? It seems very reasonable. Not having the price, though, not having shipping at all except on the side, that's a little bit annoying. I would at least at the very, mention, hey, just a little thing. Hey, prices calculated over there. So you immediately know, oh, go look over here, or just copy them down and put them over here. But either way, you got to let people know about that sort of stuff. And then no gameplay video. That's the big thing. Just no gameplay video. Not spotlighting the player, like the time count on the age on the main marquee would have been nice too, just to give more people more information about your game right from the jump. But no gameplay video at the end of the day. So this one really, at the end, to me, goes to... Oh, and then, yeah, Call of Duty's up to number 3 now. It breaks down to 2 grades. The grade for people who love this artist and the grade for the people who are just here looking at the game. And those are different grades, in my opinion. If you love the artist, I feel like you're probably going to enjoy that personal touch. You're going to enjoy seeing this person who you respect and admire, and you feel like they do good work. Super excited about this project, and you're going to want to support them, especially considering the base price to get in is only $37, which is very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. So for them, I think they did a solid job. I still think not having a video is just inexcusable, though, and I think if you're just someone else, I don't think it's as good. I'm going to meet in the middle, and I'm going to go with, I think, a C+ on this. Sean's going D. Man, no shipping. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, there's no shipping information. But the price is so good, but they didn't spotlight the price enough, I don't think. I'm going to go with the C. I'm going to go with the C before I start thinking about it more. Because here's the thing. I do like some of the stuff they really did. I think their stretch goals are bangers, even though I'd move them higher. I personally think they're doing a great job spotlighting the artwork, which you absolutely want for this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with the C. Minus. That's a nice shot. That is a nice shot. But not mentioning if the expansion fits in there, not mentioning if the sleeves fit in there. C-. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And this weekend, if you want to see what the world's largest board gaming convention is, be sure to check out the live streams. We're doing one Thursday morning, checking out the show floor. We're doing one Friday afternoon to just show you what the rest of Gen Con looks like. We're doing one Saturday, which will be live from the show floor, probably during the afternoon. And we're probably going to do one after dark, a late night one as well, to see what it's like at Gen Con once the lights go off. Go to the page, click the back. Oh, thank you. Oh, there are 3 choices. What? Oh, okay. They have more info there. Go to the page, click the Back This Project button top right. Oh, whoa. Okay. Does this have the shipping? Yeah, this is they've been upgrading these pages here, making it look more fancy with GameFound bringing some competition. Bonus support. Oh, wow, that's nice. Okay, cool. So if I ever have that question again, this is the spot to go. Thank you very much. Love learning new stuff about Kickstarter as always. Thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.